In the sweltering heat of the 1930s, a wealthy businessman sat in his mahogany-panelled office, surrounded by the riches of the world, but tormented by a restless mind. Driven by a hunger that gold could not satisfy, he travelled to the dusty banks of the river to find the great sage Balananda. The businessman fell at the feet of the sage and cried, "Master, I have everything, yet I have no peace. What must I do?" The sage looked at the man's fine silk suit and smiled. "My son," he said, "let me tell you the story of the thirsty fish." He spoke of a great scholar from years past, a man draped in heavy woolen shawls, carrying stacks of ancient dusty scriptures. This scholar had mastered every book, but could not master his own heart. He wandered the misty banks of the Ganges until he found a saint sitting in silent meditation. "Help me," the scholar pleaded. The saint simply whispered, "Take a dip in the river." The scholar waded into the cold current. Suddenly, a large fish surfaced. It looked at the scholar with desperate eyes and spoke, "Sir, I am dying of thirst. I drink and drink, yet I am never satisfied. Save me from this torment." The scholar watched the fish closely. He saw that as the fish gulped the river water, it immediately sprayed out through its gills. He laughed and said, "Ulat Jiao, reverse your direction. If you change the way you move, the water will stay within, and your thirst will vanish." The fish paused and looked the scholar in the soul. "And you, great pundit, you too should Ulat Jiao. You are full of the ego of your own knowledge. You carry your books like a shield. If you turn around, if you become humble, you will realize you are already swimming in the infinite grace of the Almighty." The sage Balananda looked at the businessman, whose head was now bowed in the dirt. "Remember this," the sage concluded. "The ego is a leak in the soul. You believe you are a master of empires, yet you do not even own your own body, which is subject to disease and death. Empty your cup, reverse your direction, and only then will you find the peace you seek."